Hello, everyone, and welcome to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth, and it's time for Manuscript Monday. Today's Manuscript Monday is going to be super short because I haven't done anything. In fact, the most writing that I've done in the past week has been to help teach my students about poetry, and we've been doing some very simple beginning poetry types because I do pullouts with first, second, third, and fourth grade, and there's an upcoming deadline for a poetry contest that we are made aware of, and the teachers in the first and second and third and fourth grade classrooms have asked me to go ahead and do that with the students so that they are able to learn about poetry and to take advantage of this contest situation, but that it's not taking away from their in class time. And I was more than happy to do that. I love poetry, and I've been able to incorporate that into my music classes so that my pre-K, kindergarten, and fifth grade students have all been able to participate as well. So today, instead of discussing all of the things I should be doing with my manuscript, I thought I would make this a Manuscript Monday school edition. So the first thing I want to show you is some poems that we did last week, and then I'm going to talk about dropping papers on the floor. Then I'm going to talk about what we're doing this week. So last week, we were talking about, of course, easy poetry, and we started talking about rhyming words. And my first grade students, of which my daughter is one, had the words ham, pam, jam, fan, man, can, jump, and, as in and was the last word on their spelling list, for their spelling words. So they decided since those words rhymed, we should make a poem. So here is the poem. I'm going to read it to you. Here's the poem that they came up with and which they have agreed I can turn in to the contest because the contest does accept multi-author poems. They came up with, I like ham. So does Pam. We eat ham with jam. Pam has a fan, and so does that man. Do you think I can? I can jump and make pizza. So I think for a first grade class, there are four in the class. Three of them were able to come to pullouts. One was absent that day. I think at the beginning of first grade to come up with a poem like that, Miss Tyree didn't help other than to say what words work together, come up with something that works together. They came up with this all on their onesies or threesies actually. And I thought that was just pretty well done. So I'm very proud of that class. We also did letter poems. So here is the kindergarten poem that they did in music class. My nails are dirty because I've been doing all sorts of stuff. Sorry about that. So we chose a letter and then an animal or something that could be described. So a noun and then a bunch of description words. Kindergarten and pre-K did it in music class. So they wound up having some help from first and second grade because I have pre-K, kindergarten, first and second all together. But all we did was give them a list of descriptive words that started with that same letter, and then they got to choose. So kindergarten has two students, and they chose the letter J for jaguar, and it's a jumpy jaguar, a jingly jumpy jaguar, a jogging jingly jumping jaguar, scratch. And then our pre-K has three students, and they chose the letter A for alligator. And as you can tell, it keeps the same words and just adds descriptives. So we wound up with an athletic, angry, antsy alligator who chomps. And then we had the first, second, third, and fourth grade all chose a letter, and we made them go in the computer lab. So after they wrote up, this was a student with a broken arm, sorry about that. After they wrote up their poem, then they went and typed up their poem and learned how to open a Word document, type like we wanted them to type it up and insert an image. So I was super impressed with my first, second, third, and fourth grade students being able to do that, as they have never had to do poetry like this. And apparently nobody's ever shown them how to open a Word document and insert a image and image. Here's one of my first graders I was super proud of. He came up with O for octopus and wound up having an odd, oily orange octopus. Slimy. So I thought he did a super job. All of them did a super fantastic job, honestly. For some reason, the younger students seemed to make more sense out of it than the second, third, and fourth graders did. The first grade kind of just caught on really quickly, and second grade had more of an issue, third and fourth grade even more of an issue than that, which surprised me a lot. But we are working on it. I think that they've forgotten what a rhyming word is, and I think that they've forgotten how to listen when Miss Tyree gives them instructions. But we are working on it. So that is what we did last week. Tomorrow we are going to start sensory poems, because that is something that is very simple. I see, I smell, I hear, I taste, I feel. That is very simple. So we have like a pumpkin, and I haven't created the lines yet. I am going to be drawing the lines like I did on the pumpkin. Um, and having them talk about like fall. So we have, that was just for me to color, but I have it right there with the leaves, and they can color that. And then, leaves, see, taste, or whatever they're going to say. I taste dusty probably. But then we've got these, so they can write it as though they are the mice. Or then we'll have, that was just a coloring sheet for us. But we'll have fall. What do I see? What do I hear? What do I taste? Etc. We have pumpkins and a scarecrow and an owl. So we're going to take these awesome things. There's a family in the fall and more pumpkins. Pumpkins make me happy. Okay. Um, just all sorts of things. A tree, a little bear, got a squirrel in here, and some more pumpkins. So anyway, we're going to take those and do the sensory poetry with it. And I'm super excited about that. But what I'm most excited about is that Wednesday, because Tuesday is spelling word day. We write a story or a poem every Tuesday with our spelling words, and then we write them all out 3 or 4 times each, depending on what grade level you're in, and that way they're ready for their spelling tests. But then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm going to be introducing and teaching them about haikus, because the poetry contest is featuring the haiku in their contest this year. So you don't have to write haikus, but they are featuring haikus. And we are going to not only write haikus, but we are going to make haiku tunnels. And I will leave a link in the description box down below so that you can go check out where I found the inspiration to do haiku tunnels. It talks all about how to make them and what to do with them. And then at the end of the week, or possibly next week, depending on when we actually get done with them, I will try to remember to take a video in the classroom and just show you guys some of the awesome haiku tunnels that we come up with. So that is all I have for you today. This is actually probably a little longer than my normal Manuscript Monday, but I get so excited and proud when I talk about my students and what we're working on right now. So I don't apologize for that at all. If you would like to know more about what I'm doing in my classroom, or if you want to talk more about poetry, leave me a comment down below. Go ahead and give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you're new. And I promise I will write more on my cozy mystery at some point in the future. Maybe. Bye.